What's up YouTube, it's Louis here, hope you're all well. We're looking at Vechain today on the daily time frame. We're still underneath this 20 EMA. I urge you guys to always follow my Bitcoin updates. It'll give a bigger clue of what's going on. But exactly what we're seeing with Vechain right now is what we're seeing on Bitcoin. We've seen this FTX capitulation which began over here. So I need to use my fibs from the top to the lowest point, and with that it gives us this golden pocket where this two gold values are 2.2 cent and 2.3 cent. So as long as we're remaining below this, then yeah, the expectation is to continue lower afterwards. Sorry about that. So what you can actually do, what you can afford to do, is run into it. You have to form a bullish pattern to run into it, but the main point is that is the manipulation. This bullish pattern, you can meet its target, but once the pattern's target is complete, what then? Do you understand? So we might be seeing a W pattern or an inverse head and shoulders. So you got a small W here. You can even say this is a shoulder, a head and a shoulder forming, and yeah, we're about to break out. But once you meet the target, then what? So that's what I mean. You're going to meet your target wherever it is, and then eventually continue lower. The bulls will hope for a higher low. Of course, if I see signs of that, I'll let you guys know. But the expectation for me is after such a big push down, you can come up for as long as you want, 1 month if you want. But if you're remaining below the high where you created this capitulation, then the signal is any push up is going to be a lower high, which is part of a downtrend structure. So a downtrend is lower lows and lower highs, and without lower lows and lower highs, it's not a downtrend. And an uptrend is higher highs and higher lows. So if you don't have higher highs and higher lows, you don't have an uptrend. So if you have the opposite, lower lows, then that's not an uptrend, that's a downtrend. And you've got that downtrend created here. So even if we pump up and actually reclaim this level, it's not about that anymore. It's about taking out the high where we began this capitulation. This was a level that I was fine with running into. We just need to confirm this bullish crossover here to head back up. But the capitulation, of course, sent us lower, made a lower low, reevaluate. Unfortunately, we were setting up, and Vechain was eventually starting to move, even though it was one of the laggards at the bottom. It was eventually starting to move, and of course, just as it got started to move, it eventually got knocked down, unfortunately, guys. But that's why we need to reevaluate with this external factors coming into play, and that's why I'm telling you. And I know it might not be what everyone wants to hear, but I don't see this going up in the long term anytime soon. What I am seeing is in the short term, we could be going up playing this bounce. And that's if we're seeing closes above the 236 and closes above the daily 20 EMA. Get that on your chart, the 20 daily EMA with the fibs off this high and off this low. You've got the 236 in and around the 1.93 cent. That is roughly where the 20 EMA is. It's not the exact price. It's a little bit higher, almost in line. But yeah, if you were to get a daily candle close above that, it's a signal we're going to head towards this 382, and we've got the 55 daily EMA there. That's going to bring a rejection at first. You can just roll over from here. This is your support. So let's say we do come down. If you fail to close below that wick, it's another push back up. Okay, right now we're rolling over. That's what it looks like it wants to do. So we need to see how the daily candle closes. But as of now, if we zoom in, we can totally see at the moment there's a rejection, but how there are 6 hours left. So it's not confirmation. We have to go off the previous candles, and we can actually see that for some reason this opened up here. It shouldn't have. It should have opened here. So it's a big wick. And yeah, if you opened here, you closed there. That's a shooting star. With the next day trying to break out, you were above, but we closed back under. So yeah, just no momentum, no strength. So could just correctively coming up to eventually roll over. You can of course push through it. I've told you, you can still go to the 55 at the 382, 2.08 cent, and you can of course even get above that, come up to the 618 at 234 cent. I just believe that eventually this will fail. So my play at the moment is to look for shorts. Although we can get this, big spike of momentum, I wouldn't get tricked by it, because you'd be, essentially meeting the pattern's target, right? But then what? You know what I mean, guys? So that's all because of the lower low. And I've shown you this multiple times over on the Bitcoin chart. I don't know if we have any here. A clear example. Oh, here, perfect. So we had this low of 2021 with the body candle closes. This was a big spike, but I'm not sure it's on every single Vechain chart. However, you can see we had a dead cow bounce, push, exhaust, continue. So let me just show you from the high to the low. You see it had this big dump, and so you put on the fibs, just as we did down here. You had a big dump, you put on the fibs, and it's showing you the golden pocket. I can run into that and still go lower. There you go. You even went high, so it's showing you can come up to the 786, and if this fails to hold a support, you flip it into resistance as you did there with the bearish cross. You eventually continue lower, and you can see over here, we can do it again. We can do it again. See how we made the lower low, where this was our low and went lower. You came up with a bullish pattern. You had a one bottom neckline, second bottom, and broke out and met the target, or just shy off the target, doesn't matter. However, you had another double bottom, one bottom neckline, second bottom, and you 100% met the target out of that. But again, then what? After meeting the target, this is what I'm trying to get you guys to realize. We're in a downtrend now, so the expectation is for Vechain to continue lower in the near medium term, or whatever you want to say. Yeah, but in the very immediate short term, we can still come up. You can again come up all the way to the 786 as I've just shown you previously, but you've already set its future because of this lower low below this low. I hope you understood that very clearly today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please share this video. The minimum you can do is like, subscribe and comment, but yeah, share the video. Head over to my Twitter if you want me to teach you this step by step. I do have mentorship that's discounted, and I also have a course that's 50% off until the end of the year. If you want to take action, click the link underneath this video. It will take you to my Twitter where you can private message me there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Just want to send a message to the members, the early access members. Make sure you turn on the notifications, so yeah, you get the videos as soon as they're out early for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe and comment, and peace.